Hello, my name is Jessica Sun, and my mentors are Arkana and Kyle. My research concerns sustainable fashion, fast fashion, and digital marketing through TikTok, which are all subjects relative to my life because I love shopping, promoting my school club, and watching TikTok. When I bought a large haul from online after being influenced by one of these TikToks, my grandma was like, back in my day, people couldn't buy hauls of clothes in 30 plastic bundles with just 30 clicks of a button. And we discussed how this was because of a digitized form of communication and more widespread marketing through technological devices. I want to emphasize this growth through the fact that from 2005 to 2019, the percentage of adults using social media grew from 5% to 79%. TikTok in particular has not only shattered growth records, but also has become one of the best ways to market. Overall, this presentation will explore what exactly makes fast fashion so harmful to the environment and how the marketing of sustainable brands could improve to get an edge in the competition. This is the outline of my three main points today: defining fast fashion versus sustainable fashion, the importance of building TikTok awareness, and how to build it. Sustainable fashion is defined as clothing made in a way that can be sustained while protecting the environment and those producing garments. But it's not just the way it is produced that contributes to fashion sustainability, it is the consumer's purchasing habits, and I'll touch on that more in the next slides. In stark contrast to sustainable fashion, fast fashion's environmentally harming jackrabbit production pace promotes ever-changing selections. Fast fashion is defined as quickly produced trends sold at low price points by Vogue. Originating in the 1990s because of increased demand, online exposure to trends in the 21st century, and new tech like sewing machines, fast fashion was intended to match the quickly shifting trends by supplying popular but cheaply made and poor quality clothes frequently. So let's compare. A sustainable fashion consumer's practice is best described as buy less, buy better, leading to less waste and longer use. Unlike fast fashion, sustainable fashion has existed since the beginning of the clothing market. It is the original fashion. Before the economy and technology enabled mass production, humans relied on necessities. There was no Gen Z saying, "That one has a hole in it. I don't want it." If there's a hole, it was patched. If it was stained, it was cleaned. If it was ugly, it was still worn. To combat fast fashion's faults, sustainable brands focus on regenerative agriculture, which enhances soil fertility, reduces water waste, and produces higher quality natural fibers. It also reduces carbon emissions and includes grazing systems to promote biodiversity. Brands like Ahluwalia, Connor Ives, and Colina Strata avoid microplastic pollution by using upcycled textiles. Fast fashion is one of the biggest polluters, responsible for around 20% of global wastewater, 10% of carbon emissions, and producing nearly 92 million tons of textile waste annually due to throwaway culture. The harm isn't just in quantity. Fast fashion overuses cheap oil-based materials like polyester, which isn't biodegradable and sheds microfibers into landfills and water. Even donated items often end up dumped in the ocean. To keep prices low and production profitable, fast fashion brands rely on cheap, unsafe labor. Factory workers earn as little as $200 a week compared to the US average of $1,139 in early 2024. Conditions are fatal. In 2013, Bangladesh's Rana Plaza factory collapse killed 1,134 workers. Gender-based violence, harassment, and building safety violations are widespread, while 250 million children endure long hours and chemical exposure in textile production. Sustainable fashion could be the balancer to these environmental and human labor issues. Now, I will talk about importance of TikTok awareness. Why should we market through this platform? Well, first we need to think about influencer marketing, which, defined by Coursera, is when a business collaborates with influencers to promote their brand across social networks such as Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. Because creators pitch their credibility and directly spread awareness of products in a way followers trust, brands can increase attention beyond their own channels. This graph represents a strong relationship between sustainable brand consumption and an influencer's role in confirming brand credibility. The value of 0.53 represents a positive correlation, meaning as the credibility of product reviews rises, so does sustainable consumption. Among social media platforms, TikTok is the clear winner for marketing investment in recent years. According to Antoine Forrest, co-founder and CEO of Stargazer, an influencer marketing agency, he says TikTok is on the rise and there are no signs of stopping it. TikTok now surpasses YouTube in average time spent per user, and for micro-influencers such as smaller sustainable brands, it has a significantly higher engagement rate, around 18% compared to Instagram's 3.86%. Its growing user base, around 1 billion, and high engagement make it the prime platform for sustainable brands to increase marketing. With more time spent on TikTok, consumers are more likely to see reviews from popular, credible influencers, increasing product consumption as seen in Figure 1. TikTok is especially effective in reaching Gen Z, who make up 40% of global consumers. In March 2021, Facebook held 54% of Gen Z audiences, while TikTok already held 61%. If brands want to target teenagers, TikTok must be part of their strategy. The phrase TikTok made me try it highlights TikTok's marketing success, as seen in Crumble's rapid growth. Scrolling TikTok, you'll inevitably see reviews of products, from freeze-dried Skittles to Crumble cookies, titled TikTok made me try it. Crumble expanded from 100 to 400 locations after TikTok's hashtag Crumble review trend pushed more people to try and review their cookies. A University of Arkansas survey of 209 students found that those who followed influencers were more likely to purchase products, proving a clear link between TikTok promotion and sales. For small businesses and micro-influencers, especially sustainable brands, TikTok is the optimal path to success. There are four boxes to check when attempting to build up TikTok awareness. 1. Originality and authenticity. 2. Rhetoric appeals. 3. Algorithms and trends. And 4. Collaborations. TikTok functions like an interviewer. It seeks original, inspiring, and creative workers with new ideas. Unoriginal or copied content rarely gets engagement. Antoine Forrest, Stargazer CEO, advises focus on creating content around your brand values. Explain your vision and the why of your company. Authenticity helps build a direct connection, so be real. For a sustainable brand, a simple way to improve appeal is by showing the unedited process of creating products. Viewers appreciate brands that are honest about materials and production. Allbirds exemplifies this. They not only list their environmentally friendly materials, but also share behind-the-scenes content like packaging a customer's shoes and dyeing shoes naturally on a farm. This reinforces that they are not greenwashing, falsely promoting eco-friendly practices for clout. Sustainable brands should be aware of this suspicion and make efforts to disprove it. Marketers can build trust in their strategies using three rhetorical devices. Logical evidence, such as statistics and studies relating to competing fast fashion brands, can argue why the sustainable brands are better, as seen in the first example. Emotional content pertaining to certain human or animal hardships can generate sympathy to convince customers to buy a product. And finally, the third TikTok about Brunello Cucinelli's shows how credible sources discussing ethical pay can elevate consumer perception. TikTok targets users with content most relevant to them. Broader audiences can be reached through hashtags, sounds, captions, and location, but the most important feature is video transcripts, which the algorithm understands best. These elements distill content into buzzwords that attract a specific audience. For example, Allbirds includes hashtag Allbirds and hashtag sustainability to engage those interested in sustainable fashion. Trends complement these features. While the algorithm discourages direct copies of content, using trends for inspiration with credit can foster community engagement. Trending hashtags and sounds help brands jump onto the trend and reach wider audiences. For example, Ryanair's crew gained high engagement by dancing to a trending song. Similarly, Clinique's universally flattering lipsticks trend, hashtag Black Honey, amassed 28.2 million views and sold out. Crocs took this further with the hashtag $1,000 Crocs, challenging users to design their ideal Crocs. When their winning shoe was launched, it sold out immediately due to its extreme visibility. Using popular sustainability-related tags pushes content to receptive audiences. Adding a physical store's location attracts locals, who may promote mindful consumerism more than online shoppers. Creative challenges such as designing clothing meant to last 50 years or reviewing fabric quality can spark engagement while enforcing longevity and craftsmanship, core sustainable values. The goal is to generate interest in the brand and its mission. Influencer recognition is also powerful. Odd Muse thrive because of this. After marketing the perfect black little blazer, love for its versatility and uh, big creators took notice. Founder Amy Smiles' blazer was reviewed by Luna Lux, who hyped the product and expanded awareness. Other sustainable brands can follow suit by partnering with credible influencers to advocate sustainability, maximizing consumer trust and visibility. Another important contribution to Croc's success was partnerships with famous celebrities and influencers such as Post Malone. With their help, the challenge was spread all over social media, and audiences were eager to try something a public figure has praised. The bandwagon effect, a cognitive bias that leads people to adopt ways of thinking, working, and acting simply because others are doing it, is an extreme prevalent phenomenon online, especially when it comes to advertising through influencers, so use it. After considering the impacts of fast fashion and recognizing the benefits of sustainable practices, I have changed my shopping habits, often noticing and purchasing products from sustainable brands using these marketing techniques. Thank you for listening.